Good morning, my awesome friends. So today we're going to do some little Christmas decorations. So for the South African ladies, this tutorial is for you, and it's included in your Christmas kit that you've bought. But please, if your friends want it, I encourage you to ask them to reach out to me, and it costs 150 Rand, and I'll email them the link. So it is a private link, not available to everybody. So I really appreciate it if you don't share the link with your friends. Thank you so much. So let's get started. In your kit, you receive these little round baubles, Christmas trees, and a heart, and a little silicone man tag. So the silicone tag I'm not going to do today because it's really pretty simple, and you're welcome to have a look at my Facebook page for more info if you want, but I'm just going to concentrate on these three and show you some quick and easy tricks that you can do with your tags. So let's get started. We're going to do the tree. These are all done using sticker remnants, and I wanted to just show you how I did that. And then we're also going to do a heart and the bauble. So I think I'm going to be jumping around a bit because I want to show you three techniques, and the first one will be to use your sticker remnants. So I think for the heart we are actually going to use sticker remnants, so that these are your remnants that you would normally throw away. And I love to reuse them. Find it easier to take them off with my craft blade, and we'll create a pattern with your sticker remnants. So I never throw anything away. Eventually I get so much stash that I donate it to one of the foster moms that I know, and she keeps her kids entertained during the holidays. So use your imagination, stick down a few patterns, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised at how cool it turns out. So do that one there. Okie dokie. So it's easier to manage using your blade to put your placement correctly. And nothing has to be perfect, as you know. I'm going to use that. It looks like a mismatch of nonsense as you look at it now, but once you finish creating your tag, it really comes out lovely because it's sort of abstracty. So please use your sticker remnants. Okay, sorry. I want to move that one up a little bit. Okay, so that one we've prepped, and we've used our sticker remnants. Okay, then the next one I also want to prep is the bauble, and I do work like a production line, so I like prepping everything first. And this was just the border of some stickers that I had, and I kept the border because it's got an interesting pattern on the edge. So this one we're going to make into a name tag. Please, I don't supply the alphabet stickers because they are readily available at your craft store. So you can go and get your stickers there. And I just wing it. I like to put my lines diagonal to there. So I don't put them like this, I put them diagonal. I think it's more aesthetically pleasing. So just want to line it up properly there. Okay, so you can use your leftovers from your stickers, or you get these lovely line stickers. I just want to try and show you a few more. I thought I had more here. Yeah, so I've got a bit of mismatch. These are from your stationery store. You can use these kind of stickers. So whatever stickers you've got, you can use. But I mainly, on all of these, use remnants. Okay, so I always decorate and then trim. Decorate and then trim it. Okay. And now I also wanted to show you, this is also a little remnant of some builder's mesh. So I'm going to stick a little builder's mesh on this one. Oh, it's not very sticky anymore, but that doesn't matter. I will glue it down now with some Prit. Just trimming it. Always easier to trim it from the back. Okay, it is going to stick. And then the other thing that I like to use are little, I had a star here and I dropped it there, little sequins. So yeah, use your little sequins. They also work really well. Give me a sec, girls. I've lost my glue on the table. Absolutely no idea where I put my Prit. There you go. I have it. I have it. And I just seem to be losing things regularly these days. So you can put your little sequins onto your mesh if you want, because they're hard and you will still get the detail. Whereas if you put your die cut or paper decoration onto mesh, it kind of gets lost because they are both paper, if that makes sense. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I just want to glue the strip down properly, because I said to you it's lost its stickiness. So yeah, please think about using your little sequins. They do work well, but because I'm instant gratification girl, we're going to use the little paper stars. I think I'm only going to put down one. Whoopsie. So there's one paper star. So those two are prepped, and I'll use the sequins on another day or another tag. And then I thought I would show you a very special tag that I'm going to make. So these are name tags, but you can also decorate them like I've done there, or you can put a picture on, whatever you like. But I'm going to do a name tag, and they're really popular. I did them last year. I think I made 80. I did them for name tags on the table, and then people also use them on their trees. And you can use them as a gift tag. You just, put them on your gift, and then the next year the children can hang it on the tree. So it's really cute. JK, I'm looking for. So I am just winging the placement, not really putting down the letters. I'm not pushing them down very well. And I've done a tutorial on how to place your letters. So I'm just lightly putting them down. Okay. Sure, these letters are so tiny, and it doesn't help that I've got this ginormous plaster on my finger, because I was cleaning my very sharp blade yesterday, and I'm always so careful, and I slipped, and I really sliced my finger quite harshly. So I have got butterfingers at the moment. Trying to get these tiny little stickers off. And an E. Now you can go and measure everything if you want, but I haven't got the patience for that. I'd rather just replace everything when I've got all my letters done. I really can't function without my thumb properly today. Okay. So I saw a YouTube video the other day, and I just haven't practiced it, on how to place your lettering evenly. And really, I should practice, but I haven't. Okay, so one of my taper tag followers, she lost her cat, Blackie. So I thought, isn't that sweet? Blackie. I'll make her a little tag with her cat's name on it and use some stars. There you go. Okay, so those are prepped, and I'm going to leave that one to show you a different technique. Okay, so we are going to use our thin metal tape and begin to cover these. And thin metal tape. Crumple that up. And one thing I must tell you is that I don't cover the back of these because you want to write the person's name on the little trees or hearts. They make amazing gift tags. And then you just use a permanent, fine tip permanent marker to do that. Okay, so here we go. I fold my tape up. I should have cut this like a book and I didn't. So in the corner, just give it a cut, like so, and like so. Okay, fold everything up like that. So in the past, I would take my scissors and I would trim everything, and then I discovered a new trick. And I thought I have to share this to you, or for you. So you would have received a black emery board nail file, and just gently along the folded edge, you use your nail file. Okay. I wonder if anyone picked up I made a mistake. Oh, I did. Do you know what the mistake was? I filed the wrong edge. Just make sure you file the inner edge, or the edge that faces the back. And on that piece, I filed the wrong edge. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this little corner off. Okay, so I've wrecked that, haven't I? But you know what? I'm glad it happened because everything's fixable. So I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to fix it. It's just going to take a bit longer. So here, you must file the inner edge towards the back, not the outer edge, which I just did. As I did it, I realized the mistake I made. Okay. I'm really struggling with this plaster on my finger. Okay, so there, I've wrecked it. And I'll trim there. I promise the next one will be better. So I love things to be like neat, and I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to fix that. A strip, always bigger than what we need, and from edge to edge, I'm going to lay my strip. And of course, you've got a little gap there, so if that kind of irritates you, you can do this as well. But we're going to do it edge to edge. Okay, so if I'm so good at doing this, what does it tell you? It tells you that I've made this mistake before. You'd think, hey. Anyway, these little bluffs are really good so that it shows you nothing is perfect. And, you know, we watch all these amazing YouTubers and their tutorials are incredible. But I promise you, they do have blupses. They just edit them out. So everything looks perfect. And I decided I'm not going to edit anything. So you can see the reality of my craft space. Okay, I think it's better to just trim the corners. There you go. How easy is that? And then you can take one of your tools and just flatten it, or your credit card. But I find the tool gets in quite nicely. Just flatten the edges and they're fixed and no one will ever know what you did. Okay, so we've done that one. Let's prep this one too. Okay, and here I do like to cover the back of this. So you can leave it blank as well, but I find that it just looks more like a Christmas decoration. So I like to cover the back. And all I'm doing is I'm going around with my craft blade, because remember this is a circle. And the reason will become clear now. I'm trimming off some of the excess because I don't want a lot of bulk at the back. And throw that away. Okay, so the first thing we do is where the bauble will hang, you're going to fold that over and then go around and gently fold this. So you can see where all the little slits were, it doesn't make this big bunch at the back. It's much smoother. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and then you cover the back with some of your leftover metal tape. So here we go. And remember, I don't want to overlap it. So just tear off the excess so that it doesn't overlap. And here. Okay, so the bigger ones, I prefer to cover the back, but if you don't want to, and you want to write a little message on the back, that's also fine. But I prefer this to be like a proper little ornament that hangs on the tree. So I like the finish. Okay, so we've done those two. And then let's do our heart quickly. So the heart as well. Just push this all up nicely. Okay, the heart, sorry, I should have told you, you need to split it here in the middle where it indents, otherwise you can't fold it. Okay, so here we go. Also all the way up. It's much easier just to trim the edge for all the big pieces, and then once again using our emery board on there towards the back. So much quicker after all the years of trying to cut it with the blade and scissors. I thought, well, let's try this, and it works like a charm. Okay. So this video will be a little bit longer because I didn't want to make 3 separate videos. I just wanted to do one for the Christmas tag kit. So if you get bored or tired, you can switch me off for a bit and then come back. But I find what usually works for me when I watch a YouTube tutorial is I watch the entire tutorial first, and then I go and do my thing, and if I get stuck I refer back to it. Okay, so we've done that, and once again we take our tool and we flatten the edges. Whoopsie. Flatten the edges nicely. Okay, I didn't flatten this edge, so I also want to show you here quickly. You just want our tape to be nice. Now here I don't like that edge, you know, that's open on the tag. So I also cut a little piece of tape, and I usually start at the back, right against the edge, and I wind it around about twice, always ending at the back. So then I've got this piece which I squish together and trim with the scissors, and that looks so much better, don't you think? Okay. So those are a few tips that I figured out on my own, because there was no tutorial showing you how to do these or how to finish them, and I really thought it's worth your while to see that. Okay, using your paper stump, we smooth down everything. Okay, especially around our lettering, and your lettering you should be able to find at P&A or your stationery shop. If you struggle, let me know. I can try and source it, but I really battle to get the small letters, you know, the small alphabet letters. You get the bigger ones and they don't really fit. I'm just smoothing that down a bit more. And then this one. So yeah, the bigger alpha letters, if you're doing a short name like Jane, then that's absolutely fine. But as soon as you're doing a longer name like Blackie, then you really got to squeeze them in, and you always want to have a gap between your lettering so that you have place to work. So here we go. We've prepped our little Christmas tags. Okay. Just going back to our silicone man, you're going to open him up and you're going to prep him in exactly the same way. Take out the little white label of the tag and you're going to decorate that. And I'm going to give some interest on my star by scribbling it. Okay, the star here. So yes, I mean, these little stars are also found at my school stationery store. I think that teachers use them to reward the children for doing good work, you know, when they're in primary school. And then, oh, sorry, I'm moving out of camera here. We are outlining all the letters. Okay, can you see? And then stick a remnant, also outlining the edge. Okay, so all right, so we've outlined the edges, and then I don't technique the whole tag, but I like to technique a section. So I wanted to pop a little bit. I think I'm going to technique the background behind the stars, and that here, always working towards the edge. Remember, you don't want to. Okay, so sorry about the beeping in the background. For my non-South African friends, you will know that's a signal that load shedding is over, because now my fridge is switched back on and my kettle's switched back on. We haven't had power for 2.5 hours. It's quite exhausting, but at least it's the morning, so I can work with natural light. Alrighty, technique the background a bit. Remember, extra effort, extra interest. You don't have to do this. You can keep your whole tag shiny. It's really up to you. So remember, when you're close to the edge, work towards the edge. The reason being, you don't want to hook your tape. Okay, so here we go. We have done Blackie, little tag, and now we're going to outline these. And this is really a lovely personal touch for Christmas. And what I've done the past 12 years, and it started by accident. I started a new tradition that I make my boys a Christmas decoration. So I have 2 sons by another mother, and they are adults already. The one is married, and the other one is 41 already. So they were like, you know, in their late 20s. And I used to make Christmas decorations every year for myself, for my tree, because I love handmade decorations. And the one year I made a big vase full of, I think it was the covered polystyrene balls, fabric colored polystyrene balls. And then I had them hanging on my tree as well. And the boys said to me, my one son said, "Oh, those are so nice. I wish I could have one." So I said, "Do you really like them?" Because I thought it's quite a weird thing for a boy to say they like them. Or a young man, should I say. He wasn't a boy. And he said, yes. And so he went and he chose some. And then I said to the brothers, "Okay, well, go and choose yourself some decorations." And so the tradition was born that every single year I've pressure myself to come up with a new handmade decoration, and it's part of their Christmas gift from me. And it was so sweet when the married son did his first Christmas tree. He sent me a photo and he already had decorations on it, and it really touched me to see that he loved them. And I stuck my tool through there and tool through here, and then from the back. So this one I didn't smooth with a paper stump, the back. So yes, you know, I think it's such a great tradition. This year I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing for them, because I have done in the past the fabric covered balls. Then I made felt angels. I think I did 3 different designs. Then I did the beaded balls with the pins. Then I did the fabric balls with the 100 little fabric squares, which drove me insane and nearly made my fingers bleed. And I vowed I'll never do those again, but they were amazing. Then I've given them 3 different types of reindeer, but the South African spin with wire antlers. I've made them paper ornaments. I've obviously made them metal tape ornaments. I've made them name tags. I gave them silicone name tags. I've done quite a few different decorations, but this year I'm stumped. And I try and give them a different type, and they're all different colors. I am not a traditional Christmas tree lady. I've got dear friends who color coordinate their trees, and they're different colors every year. You know, like this year it's going to be cream and Tiffany blue, and next year it's going to be whatever color. And I have a memory tree, and my tree is full of Christmas decorations that are actually memories to me. So there we have our 3 little tags decorated. My very dirty coloring in mat, so I don't wreck all my craft mats. Okay, coloring it in with our fat Sharpie W10. Okay. Righty, so those can rest and dry. And now I want to show you what you're going to do with your other piece of metal tape that I included in your gift pack. So you will each given a plain piece of embossed 70 micron metal tape. And this is what you can do with it. It really is lovely and just a bit of fun. I've colored mine with alcohol ink. Just buffing the top. Okay, I'll show you the difference now. So buffed really makes it pop, and that's the original piece, which looks just a big pink blob. So I really like to buff it, and it's best to buff it before you use it on such a small area. So we're going to make our little tree, and this was a piece of waste that I had from another project. So remember, we do not waste. We keep everything for maybe we can use it in another way on another day. Okay, so if I'm very careful, I might be able to get 2 trees out of here. Look. Yep, if I'm very careful and I don't waste. So let's cut carefully. Remember, we're always cutting bigger than our template, always bigger than the template. And using our blade, remove the backing, put the tape down and place your tree. So let's see, I can't remember how I had it. I think it was like that. So it's fine if the corners are right on the edge of the tape. Look there. Because remember, we've got to trim the corners anyway. Okay. So this tape is a lot harder. You can still use your nail buff to buff it away, but I actually find it's easier to trim with a pair of small scissors. Okay. And then this side. And trim from the back. And the end. And then here, remember, we cut it like a book at an angle towards the stem. Fold it up, trim it, and fold it up, trim it. And fold this up and trim. See all the metal tape stuck on here, and trim the edges. Okay, that's all done. Oh, everything's sticking to me. Let me just throw all this junk away. Okay, we're using our tool again. We press it down on the edge just so that it sticks really nicely. Okay, and then just feel that you've got no hooky, sharp edges. That one definitely needs to be trimmed a bit more. And there you go. How gorgeous are these little trees. So let's make the other one. Quick. And then we've got 2 extra little gifts. And these are really super. So if you are, you know, a person who likes to give small gifts to your doctors and friends and whatever, then they really just add that personal touch, you know, little piece of silver string, and you can put it around a jar of jam or, you know, a small gift, and it really is really lovely. It's a nice finishing touch. Okay, there you go. I don't think I can rescue any more of this, so I'm cutting straight across the top there. Get rid of that. Fold this up. Trim it from the back. Oh, I wish my beeping fridge would stop now. And it stopped. Nope, it hasn't. Oh. Okay. Just use my finger to push it down a bit. And push that one up. Trim it. So yes, the smaller scissors work the best because the others are a bit bulky to work with such a small area. And then this one up, squeeze it together. Very finicky today. And these scissors I cleaned before we started, and look what they look like. It's the only thing about the glue of the metal tape. Can anyone tell me if they have used their metal tape in the house to fix something? Because I'm trying to think what I did the other day, and I've got a lovely glass table outside, and I was unfortunate to have a flippin' golf ball smack the edge of it, but it is armor-plated glass, so all it's done is sort of shatter on the edge. The glass is still one piece. The table's like huge, so I literally put a piece of metal tape on the edge to prevent it from shattering and hurting somebody. And using our tool, made the little holes in there, and I will show you how I attach your piece of silver cord. Fold it in half, push it through the hole, oopsie, push it through the hole from the front, pull the cord through and tie a knot in it. Okay, how sweet that looks. So at the back here, what I would normally do is I write the person's name with a fine liner, and then where the stem or the tree trunk is, I actually put the year. So I'll put there 2022. And I like to put the year on my decorations because then they can remember when I made it for them. Okay, so look how cute that is. Righty, all done. I won't do the other one. So now we have these three, and we're going to buff them up. Okay. So there you go. And there you go. Give them a little wipe. Okay, take that away. So you have got 3 hearts, 3 baubles, and 3 mini Christmas trees, and then your silicone tag. Unfortunately, I don't have one here. And you have enough to decorate your tree. So how lovely are those? And obviously you can color your tags with your alcohol ink, or if you don't have alcohol ink, you can try Sharpies. But are you getting in the mood for Christmas now? I'd love to see what you make. So if you do create anything, and it doesn't always have to be metal tape, I have a private group called Made by KJ Crafters. So join the private group and share any of your crafting creations with us there. Take care and have a lovely day.